Did you vote in the midterms?
Of course.
I did.
I did vote.
I did. It was my first time voting. I was so excited. I'm from Florida too. I should have mentioned that. So to have an absentee ballot for a swing state was like huge to me.
No, I can't. I'm not an American citizen.
And why did you vote?
Yeah, I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy when people say, oh, my vote doesn't really count. Well, if everyone who said that voted, your vote would actually count. So I wish more people didn't actually believe that, actually partake in our system.
I think it's very easy when you live in a liberal state to feel as though your vote doesn't matter and to feel as though, not even a liberal state, it's a liberal county. I mean, Los Angeles for the most part is very liberal. And it's easy to feel like, oh, well, even though my vote counted and it was, observed and they jotted it down, it doesn't really mean that I have an impact and everyone was voting the same way. But I think what is a different way of seeing it is viewing your vote as your voice, viewing your vote as something more than just a ballot with a couple of marks on it, viewing it as your story and the reason why you believe in the American dream or just in the American government system in general, or even voicing why you don't.
I voted because, one, we live in, I think, the greatest state on earth, and the fact that we have the privilege of living in America, you've won the lottery. I think that as citizens, to make the nation the best that it can be, to have the nation be what we want it to be, to represent our values, to represent the ones we love, the ones we care about, you have a responsibility to go out and vote.
There was a lot of activity on social media, and I've personally always felt that it's your civic duty, and I do believe in change that happens in elections. I didn't want to vote because I do feel disenfranchised recently with the whole system, but I was convinced that it's the responsible right thing to do.
Oh my gosh, why not to vote? So I've always just thought voting is the most important fundamental right to follow through with. I'm so lucky to have the power to vote, and I look back, in the early 1900s, women couldn't vote, and to have that power and that privilege, I think is so important. I've always been someone who encourages everyone to vote, even before I could vote. My father didn't vote in the last presidential election. I was extremely mad at him. He said he couldn't choose a candidate, and I'm like, that's a vote for the winner. So there's every reason to vote, in my opinion.
Did you have any involvement in the midterm elections, you'd say, beyond voting?
Not directly, but it is important to me as an international student. I'm living in the U.S. and many of the decisions policymakers, basically every decision policymakers make in the U.S. has direct or indirect repercussions over my experience in the U.S. So I follow them.
In Brazil, voting is compulsory between ages 18 and 70. What would you think of compulsory voting laws in the United States?
I wouldn't like it. I think what happens there is you have citizens that are going out and voting that don't necessarily know about the issues. I have people that are encouraged, that are excited to vote. I don't want voting to be a chore. It's something that I personally get excited about. I don't want to have it be where you're forced to go out and vote. Yes, I think we should make it easier to vote. Either look at, okay, we can extend how long the voting polls are open, make it easier to register, give people a longer time to submit mail-in ballots.
I personally don't agree with it. I think because in the U.S., voting is a right that has now been posed as a privilege. You see that through voter coercion, you see that through voter suppression. We should not force people to vote. We should employ them to vote. We should encourage them to vote. We should show them why their vote matters and counts. And if someone doesn't see that, that's unfortunately on them, and that's unfortunately on us too for not educating them in a different way.
I don't agree with that because I think one of the beautiful things about America is you can abstain, and that is your free speech because you're saying, I don't want to partake in this system, right? I don't believe in this system, right? Whether that argument is true or not, you still have the right to say that, and I don't think people should be forced to do something they don't want to do, engage in something they don't believe in.
Well, we always witness with anything that's compulsory a lack of enthusiasm towards it. People tend to rebel towards that which is mandatory and compulsory. And so I wouldn't be a fan of seeing people lowering their standards and voting out of being forced to. Right. I'd like to see more people vote, of course, but I'd like to see them do so out of civic duty, out of being informed and educated. I wouldn't want to see just anybody voting because they have to.
I haven't thought a lot about this. I just heard about this recently, but I still am waffling a little bit. I don't think voting should be mandatory. I think it is a human, like a right that we have the privilege of having, but I think it should also be a choice. I don't think it's something. I think the government forcing anything on you is usually not a good thing. I'm sure there's exceptions to that, like laws, but I don't know. I just don't think voting should be a law. I don't think that you should have to vote. I think you should want to vote, and you should like feel the need to.
I think it's controversial. I personally think it could be good to an extent in the US. Just think about it. If everybody is compelled to vote, politicians wouldn't have to just try to appeal to specific groups, just hoping to get a bigger turnout. The battle would be held in the center.